photo really has me looking forward to summer in Bar Harbor. And it's really felt beautiful, but you say there's a little bit of rain later in the week.
I know, we do have some rain to talk about in the forecast, but overall not a bad day at all. Even with the rain, definitely not a washout. And even before getting to that day, it's still going to be really nice out there. So our high temperatures for today for a lot of us in southern Maine got into the 60s, got to 65 in Portland today, 63 in Wiscasset, 58 in Bangor, a little bit cooler in areas like northern and eastern Maine because they saw more cloud cover throughout the day, but still for a lot of us ended up being a pretty nice day. However, it was a little bit breezy. This was going to be the windiest day of the week, gusting to about 30 miles an hour in a lot of areas across the state today, but throughout the rest of the week, wind isn't going to be a really big factor there. Now, there was more sunshine in areas in southern Maine today, especially earlier in the day. Areas in northern and eastern Maine kind of got socked in with cloud cover for much of the day, which contributed to their lower temperatures. But even still, as we go overnight tonight, we do have a bit more cloud cover, so I think our temperatures will be kind of right around the mid-30s overnight tonight. So still a little bit cool out there, but overall not bad for a spring evening. So overnight tonight, we're going to have a bit more cloud cover than this model is showing here, but by the time we get throughout the day tomorrow, it's going to end up being another great day. A little bit cooler though than today. I think a lot of us will only get into the mid to upper 50s as opposed to getting into the 60s like we did today. It'll be less breezy though. Though Wednesday and Thursday, we do have to talk about the sea breeze. So that's going to impact us right along the coastline, really within a couple of miles. And I think the sea breeze will be stronger on Thursday. So overnight Wednesday, building a little bit of cloud cover in areas in western Maine. And then kind of moving out of our area again once we got into early Thursday morning. But you can really see the sea breeze here, which I think it'll be strongest on Thursday, getting into the mid-50s areas in the interior. However, right along the coastline, closer to 50 degrees, even in the upper 40s because of that strong southerly winds. So as we get into the day on Friday, I think we're still going to start out with a nice day, but then we're going to start to creep in a little bit of our next system, which is going to bring a couple of rain showers, starting, I would say, in western Maine Friday evening, and then continuing throughout the overnight areas and areas in northern and western Maine, and then just kind of scattered showers, especially along the coastline on Saturday, still relatively scattered and light in nature. So I don't think Saturday is a bad day at all, just has the most precipitation this week. And then Sunday, we're going to have less of that shower activity, a bit more cloud cover late in the afternoon, but we start Monday off with another beautiful sunny spring day. So marine forecast got seas 2 to 4 feet, gusts offshore up to 20 knots there. So in terms of our 7-day forecast, I really do think this is a great week coming up. Temperatures a little bit cooler over the next few days, closer to average for this time of year, especially along the coastline. A lot of us will end up being closer to the ocean temperature because of that sea breeze. Next chance of showers is going to be Friday evening into the overnight, and not a bad day Saturday, even though those showers do linger for much of the day. They'll be relatively light and scattered. So overall, Zach, I think we have a pretty good stretch of weather coming up, and I'm excited to get outside and enjoy it.
Yeah, just getting into the 60s is nice.
I know.
So, thanks, Dana.